Thank y'all for tuning in. We Gon' Ride TV podcast in the place to be. Y'all know how we get down. Hey, how you doing, baby girl? I got my co-host over here.
Doing great.
Are you ready for the new year? You think people ready for the new year? You low riders ready for the new year? Y'all fixing on your cars? Are your cars ready? Some people cars is already ready. Some cats are still probably trying to get ready. Shops probably overloaded right now. Matter of fact, I need a shop right now.
Are you ready?
I'm not ready. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought I was ready. I thought that, hey, I'm gonna sit Becky down for a little while. I ain't gonna touch her. And it got real cold outside. And by me not touching her, when I went to go touch her, she ain't acting right. I needed tires. I finally got my tires. I thought that's the only problem I had. Little did I know, I got more problems. So I'm not ready, but I'm still trying to get ready. Y'all know what Sugar Free say. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So how y'all doing? Y'all ready out there? Y'all low riders ready? Are y'all coming outside for the new year? We wondering how is the new year going to play out this year, 2022, leaving 2021.
So what happened with Becky? I mean, she's giving you what kind of problems?
She not starting, man. She is not starting. Now,
okay, and on our previous poll regarding how many switches you guys prefer in your car,
we also did that on the last podcast.
Yeah, I think you said that you had never seen anyone with 16 switches. Or you said something.
Right. Y'all make sure y'all check out our polls that we give on YouTube.
Under the community feed.
Under the community feed. We put polls out there. We ask you guys questions, and we hope to get some interaction. So we did this on the last one. So this is what we talking about. Check it out.
Okay, so we got a response from Mr. Ego Trippin'. He said, Young Coop, I was listening to your podcast today, and you know Porky's Hydraulics had a 23 switch box. Basically anything over 10 switches, you need a 4-pump setup to make all the functions work. So each individual wheel would have their own pump. Basically, it was for a dancer. Keep up the good work, bro. And he sent you a couple of pictures, I believe, of the switch box.
Of the switch box.
So we're going to post these pictures up on Patreon so you guys can see these pictures.
Right. And the switch box had each function of what, you know what I'm talking about, with the, you know, what switch make the car do what it do. I didn't know that. So that was kind of fly to me. You know what I'm saying? Pancake, seesaw, all that type of shit. And that's the shit I like. One thing I learned from real lowrider, though, in L.A. was you can make that shit happen with 2 fingers and 4 switches. You know what I'm talking about? And so you don't need all that. You know what I'm talking about? I wanted 6 switches because I wanted that pancake. I wanted that seesaw. You know, Boys in the Hood when Ice Cube took off, when I think the blood shot up in the air with the Uzi. And Cube was in the 63. And he jacked that motherfucker up, how that motherfucker just jumped up. Zzz, and they took off. Man, that shit was fly to me. You know what I'm talking about? I like that shit. And so there's a switch for that. You know what I'm talking about? Now, with 2 fingers and 4 switches, you can make that shit happen yourself too, though. You know what I'm talking about? Front and back, just hit them motherfuckers at the same time. That motherfucker gonna jump up. But then they have, on this box, they have a specific switch for that. You know what I'm talking about? So when Dr. Dre say 16 switches, you know, this is what he talking about. You know what I'm saying? And shouts out to Mr. Ego Trip on that. I got a song called Ego Trip. But Mr. Ego Trip, he let us know that Porky's Hydraulics had those boxes, and that was real fly. It was good that he communicated with us, and he let us know. He listened to the podcast. So shouts out to you, dog, for that one right there and giving us that information. You know what I'm talking about? So we're going to post this up on our YouTube and our Patreons. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all make sure y'all visit our Patreon. You know what I'm talking about? Join. You know, fuck with us. You know what I'm talking about? We really would appreciate that. You know, we've been fucking with y'all for years, giving a lot of shit out there just because we love this low ride shit. So it won't hurt if y'all turn back and show the favor of all our hard work me and Black Girl been doing just for the culture, just for the love of this shit. You know what I'm talking about? We real motherfuckers. No ifs, ands, buts about it. No extras, no additive preservatives. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't eye spying on no motherfucking body and shit. This is just something that both of us, even before we met each other, wanted to do. She always wanted to ride in one. I always wanted to own one.
So on our previous poll, we had a scenario, and here it is. Say you're in a car club, you're paying dues, and you feel there's no structure within the club. How do you go about voicing your concerns?
Yeah, because I heard this is a big problem.
Okay, so we put like 4 options up there. The first one was, do you just go with the flow and keep your mouth shut? 4% of you guys said that's what you would do. So the next option was, do you request a club meeting to discuss your concerns? And 82% of you guys said this is what you would do.
Okay.
Next option, leave the club. Period. I'm done with you. I'm out of here. 12% said they're out. And then 3% said other. We asked you guys to explain your situation in the comments, but they didn't. So
nobody explained. Okay. So the one that got the most percentage, it was what? What was that?
They would request a club meeting to discuss their concerns, and 82% of the people said that's what they would do.
82%. Okay, now that's a big number. Okay, that's what's up. 12% said they would just leave, and 4% said they'll just deal with it. Wow. Okay, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? We are the Lowrider Podcast. You know what I'm talking about? But we just don't talk about low riding. We talk to the low riders about what's really going on in our real world. You know what I'm talking about? In our zone. You know what I'm talking about? 9008 all the way around to whatever your zip code is in LA, South Central, Compton, Watts, all that. You know what I'm talking about? We are one. You know what I'm talking about? And we need to talk about it and keep it popping. I'm jumping all over the place.
Yeah, because I got hungry. Now, I'm tasting a Master Burger right now. Master Burger's still there, right?
Master Burgers is still there.
It's just never safe.
The Master Burger we used to go to.
Burgers.
Yeah, we used to pull up on Slauson and Crenshaw. Now, that was in the Nipsey Hussle area right there, and I think all that shut down right now. So they took the Master Burgers away. I think you got to go to Western and Adams for Master Burger. I don't know where.
So what is that one on Adams and Crenshaw right there next to the gas station? Was that a Master Burger?
Oh, that is a Master Burgers too. That's a Master Burgers right there too. So you got one on Crenshaw and Adams, and then you got one on Western and Adams. So we got 2 Master Burgers right there. So yeah, those are good places. But some of them used to be deadly spots.
Right. So you're risking your life to get that good old burger.
To get that
you
burger.
You got to ask yourself, is it worth it?
Across the street from Master Burgers on Crenshaw and Adams was
Johnny Pastrami.
Johnny Pastrami. Y'all know the number. We Gon' Ride TV. Hit us up, the podcast. We always welcome your feedback. Hit us up at 424-427-2668. You know what I'm talking about? We are the Lowrider Podcast. You know what I'm talking about? But we just don't talk about low riding. We talk to the low riders about what's really going on in our real world. You know what I'm talking about? In our zone. You know what I'm talking about? 9008 all the way around to whatever your zip code is in LA, South Central, Compton, Watts, all that. You know what I'm talking about? We are one. You know what I'm talking about? And we need to talk about it and keep it popping. Keep this low ride going. You know what I'm talking about?